Guys, I just got off the river. I got out kayaking, and it was beautiful. I saw three or four bald eagles. Some of them circled overhead for a while. It was a thrill. There's still ice on the river, so it's cold, but it was really quiet and serene. I wanted to read a couple things that you might find helpful and inspirational. I wanted to center around this theme of the holy science, which maybe I'll start with the reading there. The Holy Science was written by Sri Yukteswar, a master meditator in the Kriya Yoga tradition, and he writes this on page 38 about finding our true self at our center, in our heart. Moral courage, virya, arises from shraddha, directing one's love toward the Guru, and from affectionately following his instructions. Those who remove our troubles, dispel our doubts, and bestow peace are true teachers, or gurus. They perform a godlike work. Their opposites, those who increase our doubts and difficulties, and are harmful to us and should be avoided like poison. Well, he goes on to remind us that within us is a spark of the divine that can become a conflagration of lasting bliss in the form of samadhi or divine union. I wanted to read on the same theme now from this book, which many of you know, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, who's considered the father of yoga in the West. Came into the United States in 1920, to Boston, to give a talk at a convocation of religious liberals. And he talked about the essence of Kriya Yoga, of profound meditation. Well, he writes here, and I want to bring this back to the idea that we too can aspire to purity, to greatness, to success in life on every level, spiritual, physical, and mental, through daily practice of meditation and devotional practices. As proof, I give you a short reading, just a paragraph or so, from page 330 about Lahiri Mahasaya, who is not only an office worker in the world, but was a guru to many, many souls. He received many promotions, Lahiri Mahasaya that is, during the time of his service. Thus, not only was he a master before God's eyes, but also a success in the little human drama in which he played a humble role as an office worker in the world. And again, the picture of him seated in lotus. I understand that he was often in lotus towards the end of his life, even spending all night absorbed in the divine. The essence there that I want to bring home, if I can, or if I may, is that, again, whether we are out on the river kayaking, or in the office working, or at home enjoying a supper or something, we have the ability to begin to open the heart to this deeper grace, especially as we learn this discipline of meditation, which anchors us there so that we can carry that sense of belonging to God with us wherever we go, just as Lahiri Mahasaya did, Sri Yukteswar, Paramahansa Yogananda, and we can as well. I wanted to take just a second now, or a minute, to read from my book, not because they're on the level of Yogananda, but hopefully will be refreshing, and read just a little bit about my own deeper practice, my own efforts towards understanding what the sages are offering us. From the last chapter of the book, just a couple of sentences. This was after diving into the sea. This is about diving and fishing and meditation. Carefully studying this tiny star, sea star, which had emerged graciously from the Arabian Sea, I was struck by its pure proportions and its vulnerability. The fragile calcareous shell and 5 radiating arms seemed a statement of freedom, of protean wisdom. Standing in the surf, I was filled with a sense of the intrepid. A deep realization of peace filled my body and brain. As the sea roared, my heart pounded and responded. That sea of pure contemplation, of love and samadhi, is sometimes referred to as sagar by the locals. That was while I was in India some years ago, and it was a very refreshing experience. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Look for other readings soon, and there's some affirmations of Yogananda's and some other fun stuff on my YouTube. Also, there's a link on my YouTube to my music site where you can find other readings from my books, from Yogananda, and a number of songs. That particular site has had 40 million views, so with all humility, I say thank you, and I hope that this continues to be shared with others because it is a very powerful and healing practice, daily meditation. Join us.